What is happening inside a garbage truck? Have you ever stood on the side of the road and watched a giant garbage truck roll through your neighborhood? You hear loud mechanical sounds, see huge metal arms moving, and then watch your garbage bin disappear for a few seconds before being placed back on the ground. Most people see garbage trucks almost every week, but very few actually know what happens inside them. It might look like garbage simply gets thrown into a giant container and driven away. But inside that truck, an entire system of machines is working together. Powerful hydraulic systems are lifting heavy loads, metal compactors are crushing waste, and complex mechanisms are making sure tons of garbage can fit into a single vehicle. Today we're going inside a garbage truck to discover what really happens after your trash disappears. The journey begins before the truck even starts moving. Early in the morning, while many people are still sleeping, sanitation workers begin preparing for their routes. Garbage trucks are checked to make sure everything is working correctly. Fuel levels are inspected, hydraulic systems are tested, and workers make sure the vehicle is ready for hours of operation. Once everything is ready, the truck begins driving through neighborhoods, streets, and business areas. As the truck approaches houses, bins sit waiting near the curb. This is where the process starts. Depending on the type of garbage truck, different systems collect the waste. Some trucks have large mechanical arms attached to the side. These robotic arms can extend outward, grab a garbage bin, lift it into the air, and empty it without a worker leaving the truck. Other trucks use rear-loading systems where sanitation workers manually move bins and place them onto lifting devices. No matter which type is used, the goal remains the same: get the garbage inside as quickly and efficiently as possible. As the bin rises into the air, gravity takes over. The lid opens and the garbage falls into the truck. But here's where things become interesting. The garbage does not simply sit there. Inside the truck is one of the most important parts of the entire system, the compactor. The compactor is essentially a giant moving metal wall powered by hydraulic pressure. Hydraulics are fascinating systems because they use liquid under pressure to create force. Since liquids cannot easily be compressed, pressure moves through the system and creates tremendous power. This allows a garbage truck to generate crushing force strong enough to compress huge amounts of waste. Every time new garbage enters the truck, sensors or controls activate the compactor. The giant metal plate begins moving. Slowly but powerfully, it pushes the garbage deeper into the storage compartment. Cardboard boxes collapse. Plastic bottles flatten. Bags squeeze together. Containers break apart. Air spaces disappear. The truck is not simply storing trash, it is compressing it into a much smaller volume. Imagine filling a backpack with crumpled paper. You might only fit a small amount because the paper takes up space. But if you crush the paper into tight balls first, suddenly much more fits. Garbage trucks operate using the same basic idea, except with incredible force. Without compactors, garbage trucks would become full after collecting only a small number of houses. Instead of stopping after a few streets, compacting allows the truck to continue collecting garbage from hundreds of homes. As more trash enters, layers of compacted waste slowly build up inside. But not all garbage behaves the same way. Food waste can squash easily. Plastic containers may crack and flatten. Cardboard compresses very well. Metal cans require more force. Large objects can create challenges. Workers sometimes avoid collecting oversized items because they can interfere with the truck's machinery. Imagine trying to crush a large wooden chair or a heavy piece of furniture into a system designed mainly for bags and household waste. Objects that are too large may jam moving parts or damage equipment. That's why many cities have special collection days for large items. Inside the truck, another challenge also exists. Garbage often contains liquids. People throw away leftover drinks, spoiled food, melted ice, and other wet materials. When garbage becomes compressed, liquids can be squeezed out. These liquids may combine and create unpleasant smells. Garbage trucks often include systems designed to contain liquid waste and reduce leakage. Otherwise, roads could quickly become dirty. As the truck continues through neighborhoods, the cycle repeats again and again. Stop. Lift. Dump. Compact, drive. Stop. Lift. Dump. Compact. Hour after hour. Workers may repeat this process hundreds or even thousands of times in a single day. The job can be physically demanding. Workers move quickly because routes must be completed on schedule. Weather conditions can make the work even harder. During hot summer days, temperatures can become uncomfortable. Heavy rain creates slippery conditions. Cold weather brings its own difficulties. Yet garbage collection continues because cities depend on these systems every day. Now imagine something surprising. The average garbage truck can carry many tons of waste. That means the truck driving through your neighborhood might eventually contain the weight of several large elephants. And all of that material has been compressed into a relatively small space. As the truck fills, sensors and workers monitor capacity. Eventually, there comes a point where no more garbage can fit inside. Now the truck's next journey begins. Instead of continuing through neighborhoods, it heads toward a waste facility. These locations can include landfills, transfer stations, recycling centers, or waste processing plants. When the truck arrives, another fascinating process begins. The truck moves into a designated unloading area. Then hydraulic systems activate once again. Large rear doors unlock and begin opening. Inside, the compacted garbage remains packed tightly together. Next, the compactor plate begins moving again. But now it moves in the opposite direction. Instead of pushing garbage deeper inside, it pushes everything outward. Slowly, giant compressed masses of waste slide out of the truck. Because the garbage has been squeezed together so tightly, it often emerges in large blocks rather than individual bags. Watching this process can be surprising. Something that originally filled hundreds of separate containers has transformed into giant compacted piles. Once unloaded, the truck may return for another route and repeat the entire process. But the garbage itself continues moving through another journey. If the waste arrives at a recycling facility, machines and workers separate different materials. Paper moves one direction. Plastic moves another. Metal gets collected separately. Glass can be processed independently. Powerful machines use magnets, air systems, spinning equipment, and optical sensors to sort materials. Magnets can even pull steel and iron from mixed waste. Some advanced systems use cameras and computer technology to identify different objects moving along conveyor belts. Meanwhile, garbage that cannot be recycled may continue toward landfills. At landfills, giant machines spread and compress waste into large layers. These areas are carefully designed to reduce environmental impact. Protective barriers help prevent harmful materials from entering surrounding soil and water. Modern waste systems have changed dramatically over time. Long ago, garbage collection involved much simpler methods. Workers manually loaded waste with far fewer mechanical tools. Today's trucks contain advanced technology. Some include cameras that monitor blind spots. Some use computer systems that track routes. GPS technology helps optimize travel paths. Sensors monitor vehicle performance. Some cities are even introducing electric garbage trucks to reduce fuel use and pollution. The future of garbage collection may become even more advanced. Self-driving technology could eventually assist operations. Artificial intelligence might improve waste sorting. Robotic systems could identify recyclable materials automatically. Smart garbage bins may even notify collection services when they become full. All of these developments focus on solving an enormous challenge. Humans create massive amounts of waste every day. Without organized systems, cities would quickly become overwhelmed. Garbage trucks may not seem exciting at first glance, but they perform one of the most important jobs in modern society. They help keep streets clean. They remove waste safely. They transport enormous amounts of material every single day. The next time you hear a garbage truck outside your home, remember that an entire machine system is operating behind those metal walls. Powerful hydraulics are moving. Compactors are crushing waste. Tons of garbage are being squeezed into tight spaces. Workers are following carefully planned routes. And one ordinary-looking truck is carrying out a job that keeps entire cities running. What appears to be a simple garbage collection truck is actually a moving engineering machine performing a process that most people never get to see.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more amazing videos and turn on the bell so you never miss an upload.